Boom! We are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the Life is the Chad YouTube channel. And I thank all of you for being here, wherever you may be, and of course, however you may be listening. I'm trying out a different mic stand today, so bear with me on kind of the fixation. I'm not digging how it kind of like stays right in front of my face like this. Maybe I can get that set up. It does allow me to kind of go from the right side here. But nonetheless, bear with me today. I wanted to respond and react to a clip that I just saw, and it involves Madison. I forget what her last name is, from the Whatever podcast. And I think her doing this, I think she means it. I think this is a legitimate thing. I don't think that this is a stunt. I think it was a genuine statement. I don't know if she still is considering this or feeling this way, but I do think nonetheless, whenever she said this, I mean, at the very least, it is recent that she said this. Okay. This is not like last year or anything like this. Okay. I do think it was recent-ish that she said this, but it's, to me, indicative of a few things. And as you guys all know, the number one thing that I love to do with my content is where, and then I respond about the meta, the bigger concepts that we can discuss, delving or stemming from a certain piece of content. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's get into this. Here is the content, and I'm going to wait for it to wrap around to the beginning. But like I said, to me, this is very indicative of the culture that we have. And when we talk about feminism infiltrating all women across the board, regardless of if they had a two-parent household, regardless of them being Christian or not Christian, regardless of them having a boyfriend, being married, feminism is so central to our Western culture. For the last couple of generations, I would say, for Gen Z, for millennials, Gen X, boomers. Now, of course, it's in varying degrees, and it's hit each generation differently, and each generation has had a different response to it. But nonetheless, it has hit each generation. And so that is why I commonly say that you always, always, always have to enter into a relationship with a Western woman with both eyes wide open, because no matter what unicornish, sweet nothings, white lies, or sweet lies, comforting lies that they tell you, the sad reality is that feminism is at the very least slightly in there. And you need to realize that and have that in the back of your mind at all times, that your girl has been brought up in a system where she has been told that she is a victim, that she can be a bad bitch, she can do anything. And I would even go so far as to say that men are the problem, that men are the enemy, or men is the enemy, or no, men are the enemy. I always get confused with is versus are. All right, so let's just dive in. It's kind of hard to find exactly where it starts, but here we go.
Constantly correcting people that you didn't do any pornography on it. Why even waste your time or bother with it?
I haven't really made a big decision about it yet.
Okay, well then here, we'll make the decision for you. No.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, you're too good for that shit. Why waste your time? But you know what that shit's all about.
Thanks, Andrew. So I was talking to Brian the other day how I wanted to start a cooking show and produce it on OnlyFans, but I would be fully clothed.
Andrew, thoughts?
Yeah, don't.
What are your quarrels with it?
The thing is, it's funny, is like if you dance with the devil, the devil doesn't change devil changes you. Because obviously the intent of the simps who are over on OnlyFans to go and watch your cooking show probably has very little to do with you cooking. I'm just going to be completely honest with you.
I appreciate your fatherly advice, Andrew.
You only get to sell your soul once, so just don't sell it. You can't ever take it back, and you're not going to make shit over there anyway to make it worth it. You'll just be known as a girl who had an OnlyFans page, constantly correcting people that you didn't do
Andrew,
on it. Why even waste your time or bother with it?
I haven't really made a big decision about it yet.
Okay, well then here, we'll make the decision for you. No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Guys, you're too good for that shit. Why waste your time? But you know what that shit's all about.
Thanks, Andrew. So I was talking to Brian the other day how I wanted to start a cooking show and produce it on OnlyFans, but I would be fully clothed.
Andrew, thoughts?
Yeah, don't do that.
What are your quarrels with it?
The thing is, it's funny, is like if you dance with the devil doesn't change, devil changes you. Because obviously the intent of the simps who are over on OnlyFans to go and watch your cooking show probably has very little to do with you cooking. I'm just going to be completely honest with you.
So Andrew, of course, is a fucking G. So I'm going to dive right into this. By the way, guys, if you guys are not fucking subscribed, be sure to smash that subscribe button, like, comment, share. You guys know the drill. I will say the one thing that I find very amusing about the YouTube game is, you know, my number one goal is to be honest always with what I think and to not bullshit that, to not sidestep that. I want us to have an honest and open relationship. And because the number one thing that I think is the most important is truth. Now, I may not always have every truth, but but at the very least, if I think I do, I'll say it. You better believe that. And I always find it funny or amusing when, like, you know, I'll get a nice subscription hit, but then I'll do a video that definitely is slightly controversial, and I see a few losses of subscribers, and it's like, I know you agree with me on 99.9999% of shit, but that one thing, and it's worth an unsubscribe. Anyways, I digress. I suppose I would do the same thing. But no, I wouldn't. But so number one, Madison, if this comes across to you, I doubt it will, but just in case it does, I'm giving you some brotherly advice here. Okay, your brother is giving you some advice here. So my question right off the bat would be, okay, why can you not just do it on YouTube? Why do you have to do it on OnlyFans? Huh? So my overall question is, why not just do it on YouTube? Well, the answer is because deep down, she knows that the appeal that she would have on OnlyFans would be her looks. And I can also say that an inclination I have as to why she would do it on OF rather than, because she could just as easily do it on YouTube, is that in the back of her mind, there is that option to go nude. Now, I'm not saying she would, but I'm saying that it's possible that that is in the back of her mind as a last resort if the channel is not popping. Now, I also want to say, you know, I think Madison seems like she's a sweet girl. She's fairly feminine. She seems to be doing a few things that are right and good. But this video that I just showed you guys is an example that the feminism, boss bitch, boss babe mentality gets to them all. And if you don't think that every single girl, especially the young ones and especially the fucking hot ones, do not consider at a 90% rate selling out and doing OnlyFans and selling your soul and doing OnlyFans, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. And it on top of that, it shows how willing people are to make easy money, fast money. As Myron Gaines always says, fast money comes with slow problems. And in the end, that's really what Madison is saying there, is that she cannot wait any longer. She can't wait for whatever relationship she's in. She can't wait to find something better than the whatever pot. She's got to go now. She's got to go on OnlyFans. The temptation is too strong. She's got to go. Be a bad bitch. And I'm so glad that Andrew stood firm in what he said, because what she doesn't realize is that she is doing better than 99.9999999% of girls her age in the current situation that she's in. I mean, she really is. And, from a guy's perspective, she, and I know privilege a majority of the time is invisible to those that have it, but she is so motherfucking lucky to be on the whatever podcast as one of her first jobs in her life. She is so lucky to have that. Okay. But believe that. I promise to God that is the case. Like, you know how many guys would love to not only have that be their job, like, ever at any point in their life, but to just be on the show. They would go crazy for that. And she gets to be on it every day. Like, she has an awesome job. Now, this is not like a jealousy thing. I'm just keeping it 100 on how fortunate she is. So, Madison, don't do the OnlyFans. It would be a tragic mistake. Ultimately, she's going to do what she wants to do. I'm glad Andrew stood firm. But fellas, let this be a lesson that it does infiltrate all women in the West. It does. They all have a moment where they think about it, they consider it. It just is what it is. All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy, Willow, and facts or feelings, because your feelings just don't matter. Christ is king. Love you guys. See you kings next time. Peace.